Salvete fifth graders, a couple weeks ago, we started talking about prepositions and prepositional phrases in Latin and how to put those together. This week, we are going to learn how to complete our sentences. In order to do that, we need to learn about verbs in Latin. So we are going to learn how to conjugate a very simple and very common verb in Latin this week. All you need is your Latin notebook, a pencil, or maybe some colored pens, and your computer. Let's get started. Okay, first we're going to need our notebooks. Go ahead and open them up to the table of contents, and we're going to add a page. It's going to be titled Sum, spelled S-U-M, Essay, spelled E-S-S-E, and then in parentheses, sum esse means I am and to be. And I am going to be putting this on page, let me look, I think page 9. Yes, on page 9. Alright, so we can give this page the same title that we just wrote in the table of contents. And also give your page a date, sometime between 10:12 and 10:16, or you can just write 10:12 to 10:16 the whole week. Alright. For starters, with conjugating a verb, we need to talk about what it means to conjugate a verb. In Latin, verbs have, let's write this down. In Latin, verbs have. They have person, which can be first, second, or third person. First person means I or we are doing the verb. Second person means you or y'all are doing the verb. And third person means he, she, or it is doing the verb. Verbs in Latin also have number. This means singular or plural. So we can make a chart with person going down the side, and I'm going to use my pens to make the chart so that it stands out a little bit. And then you can put singular and plural across the top. So every verb in Latin has person and number, meaning if I am doing the verb, the first person singular is I. If I am doing the verb, then it looks different. The ending of the verb is different than if you were doing the verb. And the verb we're using today, the verb I am or to be, is also somewhat irregular in English, and so you can see how this verb is conjugated in English as well. Let's do that first. I'm going to start with one color of pen. If you have two colors of pens, it might be nice to write in the English definition in one color and then the Latin in another color. So I'm going to start with English. The first person singular is I am. Notice that I put I in parentheses. I isn't actually a part of the verb in English. It's the subject. It's a pronoun. But am is the verb. The second person singular in English is you are. The third person singular is he, she, or it is. The first person plural is we are. The second person plural is y'all are. And the third person plural is they are. So this is what it means to conjugate a verb. It's when you take it through its different forms. So you start with maybe first person singular, and then you change it to second person singular, and then you change it to third person singular, and so on. Now let's write down the Latin. The first person singular, or the word that means I am in Latin, is sum. S-U-M. Sum, just like in the title. The second person singular is S, sum S. You are is, S means you are. And then he, she, or it is est in Latin. Then we are is sumus. Y'all are is estis. They are is sunt. Take a second to get this copied down. Notice that in English, a lot of these forms are identical. R, and R are all the same word in 4 different boxes on this chart. But in Latin, every single form is different. And so, I don't have to state a subject with sum. I do not have to say ego sum or to s. I just say s, and it means to s. It means you are, even though it's only one word. Alright, now I just have a couple of examples for you to show you how these sentences are going to work. So, in this sentence, in Italia est, let's say. In Italia est, and I need a long mark over my A to make it ablative with that in preposition. In Italia est means he, she, or it is in Italy. In Italia est, however, will mean you are in Italy. Alright, now that we have our verb forms, there is a practice quiz on Schoology. You can take this quiz as many times as you like until you get the score that you want. So if you take it once and you get a bad score, just take it again. I won't even look at your worst attempts. I'll only look at the best. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me through Schoology or email, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Walete.